Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Colorado State Rams taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rams will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Aggies offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
After misfiring, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. At the 45, on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He makes the connection.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grab near the sticks. It's Tuggle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Colorado State Rams offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to pass, it's Henry. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
A third and long coming up here. They'll go to the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Rams will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Got it in the middle, it's Weaver. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives them the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Utah State 14, Colorado State 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Henry. Throws to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Peters. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
That's reeled in. It's Peters. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Rams looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Sampson. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Utah State 14, Colorado State 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know,
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Colorado State. The defense takes matters into their own hands. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They'll try it over the left side. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incompletion brings up a second down. To throw, it's Sampson. They're trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
What?
Fires and picked off. Made a defender miss. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
Oh my gosh.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Snagged in the middle, it's Raiola. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Raiola. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Bunch formation for these receivers. On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds his back in the middle. Touchdown, Colorado State. What a catch and run for 6. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now, give it to him. And win outside right now, give it to him. Find those matchups.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This time it's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Henry. Throws for the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Weaver. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're facing a third down. Back to throw, it's Henry. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Zings it complete to the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Back open in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He made the catch, past the marker also, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
To the air, it's Sampson. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They're bringing heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the right. It's caught. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passed.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Utah State. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Utah State, 28. Colorado
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know,
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
what a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Weak.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sampson. Finds the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Rams are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams. Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Feeling some heat. Got a man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Trying to find his man on first down. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. All wideouts, no backs. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they're going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Sampson getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's taking the shot. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it out.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, going up top. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time.
Ridiculous.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try the run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Henry. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Sweet cut there. Gets away from one. He's got space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
At the 19-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it away.
Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Wants to throw. It's Sampson. Coming after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Using his feet to buy time. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Wide out in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misconnection, it's second down. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. Fourth quarter down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's one you'd like to have back.
Makes his connection. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to power their way ahead. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll test the right side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This Utah State offense has it going. To the air on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man in the middle.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete on the right side.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
The give as they work on that clock. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Dropping back, it's Henry. Unloads to the wideout. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Rams moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sampson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
What?
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Wise coaches say a free safety can't play if he doesn't do what he's coached to do. He also can't play if he only does what he's coached to do. Instinct's there.
It's real good instinct. And you're right, Reese. If you always do the same thing over and over and you're a robot, people are going to read that. But you could tell a little bit of freestyling, but seeing it, going and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Looking for a man. It's Henry trying to get to him. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And your Utah State Aggies will take over.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defense